All right, guys, we're going to take you on our journey here today. This is what we've been doing. We got to hustle home. 776 pounds of pork. And Mama has got lard to render. Check it out. So we're going to show you all this later. We're going to get all this organized and in all of our freezers. Old Fred and Farmer Rick and Miss Homestead Lady, they're going to be high on the hog, as they say. Check it out. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Pater with you today, showing you our return on slaughtering and butchering our hogs. Actually, they're not hogs, they were our pigs, our sows. So I want to take you through this. It's going to be kind of quick, okay, because I've gotten this back and we're trying to get it all cooled back down. Both pigs were taken. We decided that we were going to go ahead and take both pigs. They were bought separately but grew up together, and you know as well as I do that they've been raised here on the farm, hand raised. They have been babied to the max. They have been fed non-GMO feed, no antibiotics, nothing. I mean, these pigs were given, they ate better than we did, okay? Ate better than we did, and that we do, and that was on purpose. And we really enjoyed having the pigs. Pigs are something that you really need to consider. Again, refer to that video if you are interested in raising hogs or pigs. It's not for everybody, okay? So I just want to be open with that. But let's talk about what we got back today, because this is a huge deal to us. This has been an emotional journey for us because, you know, you're hand raising something very big that takes a lot of attention, more so than any other animal that we've had. And so, you know, there's a whole emotional journey with this. We finally took them last week, a little bit over a week ago, and Pork Chop, the larger of the two, which is a Yorkshire cross, she weighed 534 pounds. Honeydew, which was the smaller of the two, who we thought was probably going to be about 100 pounds lighter, was 490. She's a red wattle. So we raised two different types of pigs on purpose because we wanted to evaluate what they were like, what the meat versus the fat, personality, and whatnot. And it really goes back to a lot of things that people tell you. They raise certain breeds for more fat and lard versus others for more meat, bacon, etc., etc. We've kept the meat separate so that we can evaluate what we like in terms of flavor. You know, it's so funny because when I took animal science at Tennessee Tech, my teacher would always say, flavor's in the fat. So I'm going to show you some of what we got back. There's no physical way I can show you all of this because the bottom line is this filled up the entire back, all the way from the bottom to the top of the trunk of my van, and then the entire back seat and floor. I kid you not. If you're going to take more than one pig or hog to be butchered, you better be ready for what I'm talking about. We have filled up 3 freezers. Okay, so, and they vary in size, and then we've had to take some inside. The good thing about this is we've had to clean out our freezer, so I've got stuff that I can eat now on my food storage challenge. So I have to. We're having a pig crisis. So I want to show you some of the meat. You won't believe it. It's just beautiful. It's fantastic. If you're going to be a meat eater and you're going to be a farmer and homesteader, you need to connect with your food. That's what this is all about, people. Okay, it's reconnecting to our roots. It is understanding that if we're going to consume something, we have to understand the stewardship that goes along with it, and the care that goes along with it, and the emotional journey that goes along with it. Some folks don't jive with that. Hey, you go do your thing. It's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, this is what we do, and I take pride in the fact that my animals have been taken care of to the max, and I'm feeding my family on our own, and that folks, you can't buy this meat hardly at the store. Okay. Most folks can't afford it. I know I can't. I can't buy meat like this at the store very often. So this is the way that we're going about it. And my children have had a real big learning curve and connection with this. So I'm going to turn the camera around. And I'm going to show you just some of the stuff that we've got. You'll see the meat is different. This meat back here has a little bit more fat on it because this came from the Yorkshire cross. This came from Pork Chop. We named them appropriately for reasons. The other one, which is the red wattle, you're going to notice it's a bit meatier, okay? So, but again, this pig was more dominant. She ate more. She tended to take on more fat. Old Fred, they used to slaughter pigs right across the field. The big spot up here on the mountain is literally at Old Fred's farm. And it's right over here by his barn, and they would have a, you know, your pig slaughtering time, and they would do it at least once or twice a year from November to January when the flies went away. And he has tons of stories. I was offered to, by him and by one of the most well-known homesteaders you know, literally. You know this person, and is very well known, offered to come to my home and to help me slaughter and butcher the pigs here on the farm. I didn't feel we were fully set up for that yet, okay? And plus, I don't want to put anybody out. I really don't. Now, I know they're trying to help, and they're going to get lots of pork anyway. So I'm letting all this cool down. I'm just going to come in here with it. We are so hot. We are sweating like crazy because we rushed to get home, and we've been rushing to separate and put things away. So I got to get this shown to you and shut. If you want the best meat available, you have to raise it yourself. Work with somebody that raises it. If you can't raise it, but your cousin can, or Billy Bob can, or whoever, work with that person. I'm telling you, it's unlike anything you're buying at the store. You know that, and I do. Let's take a look. Okay, so we elected to get everything here, guys. So we got the butt, the Boston butt here, right here. You can see how big this is. I don't even know how much this weighs. Right here, you have got bacon like you have never seen. You have got sausage. Here's the bacon. Let me give you a perspective. We brought home 9 coolers packed and at least 7 to 9 bagfuls. Like I said, there's just no physical way to show you everything that we've got here. Here we have ham roast. We elected to not have our hams cured because they are going into deer season, so they were closing down. I could have cured everything here. Miss Homestead lady was set up to help me, but again, we wanted to get this accomplished, so I went with roasts this time. I'm okay with that, okay? So I know some of y'all go, what? I know, but seriously, we're okay with that. Tenderloins, if I could find you a pork chop, here's one of the roasts. Whoa, don't fall out. Here are the tenderloins falling out on my legs, which are now frozen. The ham roast, the bacon, just everything. I'm going to cut the camera for just a second because I want you to see these pork chops. My jaw's dropped. Hang on. Okay, right here. This is the size of the pork chops. You see that? That's 4 in a pack. We got several of those, obviously. Of course, we have more sausage than we can shake a stick at. We have the liver, we have the hocks, we have cutlets, we have more bacon, you have the neck bones, the ribs. Down here, back in, slid in there is all of my lard, just from this pig. Like I said, we've separated. So the pork chops, my father is gonna flip out on. Of course, the livers, I wanna show you the liver. They looked fantastic, folks. The livers on both of these pigs, these girls, healthy as a pig. I mean, just unbelievable deal here. So I'll go over to the other freezer to show you a little bit more, because what we did, look here, how big that is right there. I think that's the shoulder right there. More ham roast, all kinds of stuff. We want to get this in here and get it cooled. So the goal was just to keep the pork separated in terms of which animal went where. So that's what we're trying to keep a hold of here. So hang on just a second, we'll move over to the next one. That has this mashed potatoes and gravy. Whoa, hello. All right, guys, just to show you right here, the fat that we got back. You know what was so amazing? I'm sorry if it's loud. Is we were standing there and there was another gentleman who was getting 2 pigs back, and apparently he went in it with like 3 people, and they didn't have enough coolers. And he said, hey guys, do y'all want the fat? Because you know, my cooler's not going to hold it. And do you know the people that he went in with buying all this for? None of them wanted the fat. I about passed out. Lard, maybe. Just all kinds of things in here, guys. Again, this is from the other pig. This is from Honeydew. Everything up here is Honeydew. So let me go over here. Honeydew is the red wattle. Okay, I know if you're saying the name probably freaks you out a little bit, but nonetheless, here is, what's this? Oh, shoulder. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable all that you get back. Nothing is wasted here. Literally, nothing is going to waste. Okay? All right, show you that. I'm going to shut this freezer. All right, guys, here we have, this is from the Red Wattle as well. She's packed this entire freezer also. We have more going up towards another freezer towards the house. But I want to show you the meat content here. So her pork chops are not necessarily as big, I don't think, as obviously the one you're seeing over there, but I think you're getting a little bit more meat. It's just a totally different approach in terms of how much meat versus how much fat you're getting from each one. So just to give you an idea, so you really want to select your breeds. Ham hocks. Guys, it's packed down to the floor. We've just got this so perfectly done now that, you know, what we want to do, like I said, is cool it down, and then I'll reorganize and know. That's neck bone right there. It just depends on how we undid it. Ham bones, ham, just everything. So just to give you an idea, there, right there, what is this? Boston butt. There's the other Boston butt right there. Look how much meat is in that, really impressive. All right here. So I'm going to shut this, let this cool, and I'll show you. I know you want to see. The bacon, by the way, for this one is better than the other one. And it's layering the entire back side of this freezer down, and it's coming halfway up. It's unbelievable. Should I be determined to get to it? Oh, y'all, I don't know if I can. I don't know. Come on, girl, do something. Okay, that's sliced ham. I don't know if I can be able to get to that or not. All right, guys, you'll have to be patient with me on that. Trust me on the bacon. The packages are huge and full. I gotta get this freezing. Let's go look at some sausage. What are you doing? What, are you gonna have some bacon later? Are you being lazy? By the dirty boots? Yes. Do I smell like, oh, what's that smell? The girl found you some bacon. Check that out. Look how big that is. Okay, right there. This is from the Red Wattle, okay? So there is the bacon there. Oh my goodness, my husband has packed this so ornately. I don't even know what to do about that. So there's that. Oh, it's all down in here. More ham. More sliced ham, more pork chops, and we got an endless sea. They were in the doors, if you couldn't tell. I'll have to count them up, of pork. And of course, I had it done lean and mild because that leaves a lot of room for, you know, however you want to work with it. Nothing super hot here. So, guys, I'm telling you, I don't think we're going to be able to beat it. So do what's best for your farm, and let me shut this freezer because we got to get this stuff frozen. Oh, there's more. There's some corn. Oh, my. All right, see? Bacon. We're taking you back. All right, guys, so just to review the situation here, I haven't done a complete mathematical breakdown in terms of cost. Our shed that we kept our pigs in was already built. The only expense that we had for our pigs, honestly, was 3 hog panels. 3 hog panels. We added some more cattle panels, but we've used them other places. So see, the thing is when you have a farm and you expand out, a lot of times, a lot of the things that you buy, you can use in other applications. For your garden, for example, for your cattle, for example. So there's never any waste here. That's the positive thing about raising your own animals and having them work together. My cow produces raw milk. My pigs lived half the time off of raw milk, fresh duck eggs, off the garden, off of what we eat, and non-GMO feed. I mean, really, they did. That's what they ate. And again, they grew with no problem and were very healthy. But that's the thing, is my farm works in a cycle. And it takes a while to get there, okay? So understand that. So the cost right now that I can figure is going to put my pork at 51 cents a pound. That does not count for my feed, but I think that we're going to look at that. I honestly do not feel that we probably went through more than 2 bags of feed a month because we were supplementing them so much otherwise. Now, there was a little bit of cost in hay and a little bit of cost in straw. They really like to munch on some hay on occasion with the cows, and they really enjoy laying in straw. But again, that's minimal. So I just don't think you're going to be able to beat that anywhere else. If you are interested in buying pigs, owning pigs, raising pigs, and yes, I know I'm sweating. I'm sorry, it's 90 degrees and we have been running. I have a video on that and I talk about the pros and the cons. I really want you to evaluate that because a lot of people are very naive about how big, how strong, how destructive and they can be. That's not knocking raising a pig. That's just telling you what pigs are, okay? They just really are. Some folks will tell you to raise 2 at a time because they are social. In my situation, I could have gotten away with 1. And the reason I am confident with that is because we have so many other animals that were with the pig. The pigs were social with the cows. The pigs were social with the chickens. Got a little social, a little bit appetizing too. You know, they ate some of my chickens. Do you know that? They did. They ate some of my live chicken, live action, baby. Just suck them up like a vacuum cleaner. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. So understand that if I could do it over, which we will do again, I will probably only get 1 pig. And evaluate a different spot so that I know that they're not going to be in an area where it floods per se, because it doesn't flood down there, but it did twice. But that was during a monsoon. I have a video on Christmas Day where we were pulling them out, baby. So there's a lot that goes with it. So understand that. They have been the most difficult animals to raise, not because they themselves are difficult, but because they are destructive. Because you have to really be aware of where they are, at least here, that is a big factor. So evaluate those. It's going to be worth it, though, and we're very blessed and very thankful. We appreciate you coming along with the journey. I'm sliding everywhere. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helped you out. I had hoped to have just laid it all out. Folks, I'd have to have like 10 tables out there. There's no physical way I can show you all this meat. 776 pounds. If I didn't tell you that, you now know it. 776 pounds of meat and lard and come back. So we're going to make it work. We appreciate you watching. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. It's time to get cooking and cleaning, and we're blessed. And we thank you for that, and we thank old Fred and Miss Homestead Lady and all of our homesteading buddies because neighbors matter. We'll talk to you soon. Y'all take care out there.